We have a lot of severe weather taking place across the southeast this week. For today, severe weather should be focused along the lower Mississippi Valley, including cities like Memphis, Jackson, Little Rock. Then as the front moves east, severe weather will begin to impact more areas such as Alabama, Georgia, eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, northwestern South Carolina, southern Kentucky, and southern Virginia. Then the front makes it towards the Atlantic, and some more severe weather focused along the seaboard. Out of these 3 days, the day that looks to have the greatest potential is day 3 along the Carolinas. The Storm Prediction Center is saying that forecast models indicate a large open warm sector favorable for significant tornadoes. We're obviously going to have to wait a couple of days for some more information, but those along the Atlantic, they need to be paying attention.
Tomorrow, Friday, we are looking at a pretty significant severe weather risk establishing with a level 3 out of 5 severe weather risk across all of eastern North Carolina. The main threats will be significant tornadoes, damaging winds, and of course some isolated large hail. Now this is a sort of rare risk for here. We don't typically see our day 2 severe weather risks being as high as this, but there is possibly for an upgrade tomorrow into a level 4 out of 5 moderate, and that is being said by the National Weather Service in Raleigh and Wilmington. Let's take a look at some of our parameters here. This is mixed layer CAPE, basically instability or energy needed to cause storm development, and we have values well within the 1 to 2,000, so we have a lot of energy favorable for storms. Now we have lots of wind shear as well to cause our storms to organize. Now let's look at our storm relative helicity, which are basically values to favor rotation in severe storms, and we have values of up to 300 there centering Greenville. All you need is about 150 or so for some tornadoes. So the low level wind shear and instability are very conducive for tornadoes. And we could see some strong ones as well, depending if we get supercell development or not. Here's one model. This is the NAM. The resolution is not going to be the best, but we can see lots of supercells forecasted in this potent open warm sector. So tomorrow we'll have more details and information on this event, and folks, make sure to be prepared and ready when severe weather is imminent.
Hello? Hi, this is James from the Storm Prediction Center. I'm currently outlining an enhanced for your area. I'm just wondering on your thoughts for a moderate, somewhere situated around Greenville, Rocky Mount, Fayetteville, and up to southern Virginia.
Yeah, I think the cams are starting to get way more consistent of supercells. That EML is pretty strong over the region, and it's already looking like we have enough moisture. It's honestly looking like there's barely any fail modes.
Yeah, I want to see how the fronts progress, but everything seems to be on track. And the front seems to be slowing down as well, allowing space for a larger warm sector.
And yeah, the parameters within that open warm sector are very, very solid. 2,000 ml CAPE and over 300 0 to 1 kilometer storm relative helicity. I've already mentioned significant tornadoes in our AFD several times.
Yeah, I think I'm going to outline the moderate from southern Virginia down to Fayetteville, which would center portions of your AFD. Once the outlook gets issued, I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good.
All right, just trying to start the live stream up. But, good morning. We have all of our storm chasers up in eastern North Carolina, preparing to chase today's forecasted tornado outbreak. We have Joey driving up along Interstate 95, heading up into Rocky Mount. We have Sam, where is he? Okay, there he is, heading up into Greenville, North Carolina. And last but not least, we have Sally, where she's going to be situated in New Bern. The expectation for today is that we're going to have multiple tornadic supercells tracking towards the coastline, which are capable of producing long-track strong to violent tornadoes.
James 065 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Today is a very dangerous day for chasers in North Carolina. Not only are they going to be dealing with fast-moving violent tornadoes, but also, then being rain-wrapped and visually impossible to see. Stay safe out there, crew.
Thank you, James 065, for that super chat. It means a lot. Yes, I hope the crew remains safe. Not hard to get yourself injured or killed out here while chasing. We had our storm chaser, Aphan, unfortunately killed last year because of a slight tornado deviation, which directly hit his car. My heart and thoughts still go out to Aphan. Anyways, we got about another 3 hours before the event begins, and a couple of minutes before the next SPC outlook is issued. Let's take a look and analyze some of the current observations. Okay, we actually have not a bad amount of CAPE already advecting. That's our energy for storm development, and it should continue to improve. Our storm relative helicity is also looking very good. One thing that's still uncertain is when the cap will break and cause our storms to fire. I'm predicting around 2 or 3 o'clock that the regional EML should be gone, which will cause storms to fire. But the EML is still expected to be decently moderate, which would prevent our storms from congealing and cause them to be more isolated. Oh, new SPC outlook. Let me guess, it's probably still a moderate. Yeah, it is still a moderate, but they upped the wording a lot. They're now saying a couple of long-tracked strong to violent EF2 to EF5 tornadoes are possible, along with supercells basically being expected, in a favorable open warm sector. No changes made to the outlook itself, it seems. I hope people in the risk area remain safe and weather aware. If you need ways to find weather information, you can go to the National Weather Service website noaa.gov or on Twitter for the best information.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 16, effective until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in North Carolina: Durham, Franklin, Harnett, Johnston, Nash, Wake, Wayne, and Wilson. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements for possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio or television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
Well, looks like we already got some storms developing in the warm sector. Some pretty rapid development.
Yeah. We'll see what this event does. I think it'll just be a bust like any other day.
Dude, the event hasn't even started. Stop saying it'll be a bust.
Whatever, Clinton. I'm so sick of the SPC issuing these damn moderate risks for mid-ass days that don't do shit. There's probably gonna be like only one strong tornado, and all the other storms don't do jack shit because of the EML.
What are you even talking about? Today is not mid at all. Today has a rare environment over North Carolina. Plus, the EML is not that strong.
Take a look at that 18Z sounding over Columbia then. You can't tell me that shit is not mid.
You know what? I'm done arguing with you. Let's just see how the event unfolds.
Bet. I bet $500 today will bust.
Well, you're gonna end up broke.
All right, Chief, can you give us some information? We have a very huge wall cloud starting to form near Clayton, about to call it into the National Weather Service. All right, we'll stand by for more details. Thanks, Chief.
Well, looks like we are just beginning, folks. Our first tornado warning of the day in effect for southern Nash, northern Wilson, and northeastern Johnston County. This is going to be in effect until 3:45. And this polygon does include the Nash County seat of Nashville, Bailey, Sims, Middlesex, and some other areas up along Interstate 95. We advise everyone in this polygon up from Clayton to Sharpsburg and the eastern half of Nashville to take shelter immediately. Now we know that there are some schools starting to dismiss in the area, but we want everyone to not be outdoors and be in shelter if you are in the polygon. Do not be outdoors. We want you in a small interior room with no windows, or a basement if you have one. This isolated, discrete supercell has a very high chance of producing a tornado as it continues to mature, and its low-level rotation continues to organize. You can see from our velocity here where the blue and green matches the red. That's our rotation. Still no signs of a tornado on the ground, but a pretty big wall cloud has been reported with this storm. This storm is expected to track with the storm's current motion throughout eastern Nash County, cross Bailey up into Rocky Mount. I'm expecting this supercell to become very long-tracked given how primed the environment is and how this supercell has no convection ahead of it. So folks up in Rocky Mount, you want to be aware, even though there's no warning as of now, again, these supercells have very high capability of producing long-tracked violent tornadoes. Let's take a look further south where we do have a second storm, new severe thunderstorm warning, including the Snow Hill area for some 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail.
Dude, there's a storm right over us. It's rotating.
Let's go look out the window.
Tornado! Tornado! Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Big tornado right in our backyard. Oh my god, this is unbelievable.
We're calling it into the National Weather Service.
National Weather Service. Me and my son just watched the tornado develop pretty close to our backyard. Okay, where are you located? Snow Hill. Okay, any idea on the size of this tornado? Was it rain-wrapped? It looked visible from where we were. But maybe it turned rain-wrapped. It looked like a cone shape. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Sam! Confirmed tornado near Snow Hill. It's heading up to where we are.
I don't give a fuck. Shit's probably gonna die.
Dude, stop downcasting everything. I'm sick of it. All you do is downplay shit.
All you do is overhype shit. You and those dumbass kids on WX Twitter? If there's a strong tornado today, I'll laugh.
Well, look at that signature near Bailey. That's a strong tornado waiting to develop.
Radar contamination. Trust me.
Okay, we'll see.
Rapidly moving violent tornado expected to hit the city of Rocky Mount and communities in upstream Edgecombe and Nash counties. Tornado emergency for the city of Rocky Mount. The National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a tornado warning for western Edgecombe County in central North Carolina, eastern Nash County in central North Carolina, until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was observed 10 miles south of Nashville, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for the city of Rocky Mount. A very large tornado has been confirmed by trained weather spotters with radar confirmation of intense velocities depicting this tornado of being violent in strength. This tornado should continue to progress given the supporting environment and isolation of this supercell, allowing it to remain consistent. This tornado is on track to directly hit portions of Rocky Mount. Residents in this city and in the Polygon need to seek shelter immediately. Locations impacted include Rocky Mount, Battleboro, Sharpsburg, Whitakers, and North Carolina Wesleyan University. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover immediately. An underground tornado shelter is the best way to survive this tornado. If unable to locate one, 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 6. Intense tornado directing itself towards the populated city of Greenville. Tornado emergency for the city of Greenville. The National Weather Service in Morehead City has issued a tornado warning for extreme northwestern Beaufort County in eastern North Carolina, central Martin County in eastern North Carolina, central Pitt County in eastern North Carolina, until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was observed near Winterville, or 7 miles southwest of Greenville, moving rapidly northeast at 60 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for the city of Greenville. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, deadly tornado. Source, radar confirmed tornado. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. Locations impacted include Greenville, Winterville, Williamston, Jamesville, Bear Grass, and East Carolina University. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Clinton, I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I was just joking about today being a bust.
Yeah, you better be fucking sorry. People are about to die, and we could be in the path of this.
I didn't think of that. Can you check radar real quick?
Oh Sam, you gotta drive.
Oh shit. Come on, why isn't it fucking working?
Sam, come on! Come on!
I'm trying.
It appears that the city of Greenville has taken a direct hit. This is an insane tornado. The debris ball, the velocity signature, everything about this tornado screams deadly. It's just a monster. Let me pop up the image of this thing. You can just see a very large, violent tornado, and this is going to continue to track across northern Pitt County and continue across eastern Halifax County. Again, this is a pretty huge tornado emergency. You can see some of the locations, Bear Grass, Williamston, and Jamesville. You guys are included. And this tornado is expected to track into that area. If anybody lives there, it's time to take your tornado precautions immediately. I'm serious, folks. Today is not the day you want to play around. This is a serious, life-threatening situation. And it'll only continue to get worse from here. We're starting to have some severe thunderstorm warnings being issued down south near New Bern and Fayetteville. Every severe storm we've had has been able to produce a tornado today, which is insane. And these have affected populated areas. For example, Rocky Mount and now Greenville. We have had reports of catastrophic damage in Rocky Mount, and I'm pretty sure what's about to happen in Greenville is going to be even worse, or on that same level. And I can't even imagine what these new developing storms could do if they organize. I mean, it's truly, truly only going to get worse. You can say I'm fear-mongering, but I know what I'm talking about. Been here for over 16 years. I know what a violent tornado environment looks like and how these discrete storms will react. I can just hope and pray everyone in eastern North Carolina is prepared for what's about to happen.
The National Weather Service in Morehead City has issued a tornado warning for central Jones County in eastern North Carolina, northeastern Onslow County in eastern North Carolina, until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Richlands, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Pollocksville, Trenton, and Maysville. This isolated thunderstorm has the potential to produce long-track tornadoes of strong to violent strength. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for eastern North Carolina.
All units be advised. Tornado warning in effect for the city of Pollocksville, per National Weather Service.
10-4. Dispatcher, I got visual on it. Strong rotation. Looks like it's about to plant right in the city.
10-4.
Okay, we got power flashes now. Possible tornado on the ground.
Where is this?
Right near the intersection of State 58 and Main Street, going up across 17.
National Weather Service has confirmed this tornado. Sirens have gone off downtown.
Seems like it's going a little west of downtown Pollocksville, but it's expanding. Still getting multiple power flashes. Looks to be a solidly strong tornado.
Dispatcher, Unit 76. Large tornado going through the northwest portion of Pollocksville. Maybe crossing Main Street and heading up into Craven and the New Bern area.
10-4. National Weather Service has been notified along with the New Bern Police Department.
Strong tornado progressing into the New Bern area. The National Weather Service in Morehead City has issued a tornado warning for central Craven County in eastern North Carolina, western Pamlico County in eastern North Carolina, southeastern Beaufort County in eastern North Carolina, until 4:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 2 miles north of Pollocksville, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, radar confirmed tornado. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. Locations impacted include New Bern, Trent Woods, James City, Bridgeton, and Aurora. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a
While going. WQSM, AKQ98 here in Fayetteville. Best radio station in North Carolina. I'm Jay Smokey here with Uptown Rocky. And today's topic. What we got to talk about is the weather. I heard it was going to get pretty bad today.
Yay, lots of tornadoes forecasted today. And there have already been some.
We heard some thunder here at our office, so hopefully we don't get hit by a tornado. But yeah, we got tornadoes, large hail, damaging wind, the chance of getting your private part blown off. I mean, we have everything.
Damn right. Hopefully today not going to be as bad as they're saying it'll be and that we remain safe.
Oh, hell nah. You hear that?
Yeah. Thought I was tripping for a second.
Sounds like a damn purge siren. They announcing the purge the same day of a tornado outbreak. What's going on?
I'm not sure, but it may be a tornado siren.
Let me check my phone. Oh, shit. Tornado warning for Fayetteville. First time I don't seen that shit. What the hell? Well, looks like we finna die.
A tornado hitting the office would be unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Well, we gonna take a break real quick, so here's back to the music and general radio broadcast.
The National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a tornado warning for western Cumberland County in central North Carolina, central Hoke County in central North Carolina, until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Rayford, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, trained weather spotters reported rapidly rotating wall cloud. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will be near Cumberland near 4:15 p.m. Fayetteville near 4:30 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Hove Mills and Rockfish. Take cover now. Strong tornadoes are possible with this storm. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. A tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for central North Carolina.
Good evening, meteorologist Brooklyn Sales here at the Channel 3 WKTR weather station. We are starting to have some severe thunderstorm warnings issued for some locations in our viewing area. These supercells have a history of producing long-track violent tornadoes in North Carolina. And again, the environment is still very primed for tornadoes here in southeastern Virginia. So we'll have to pay attention to these storms as they move into the regions. Okay, new tornado warning for Central Chowan and Central Perknymans counties. This is in effect until 6 o'clock, and this includes the city of Hertford, Windfall, Valhalla, and Center Hill. If you are in the locations I just called out, you want to go ahead and take shelter in a basement or small interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Okay, those in Edenton, you are not included in the polygon. There may be some thunder you're hearing there, but this storm is not a threat towards Edenton. It's a threat to Hartford, Windfall, and Elizabeth City. This is a very healthy supercell that has the possibility of producing a tornado or even a strong one, depending on how the storm can organize here. Okay, there goes 2 more tornado warnings with these storms that are progressing into southeastern Virginia. We have a tornado warning in effect for Isle of Wight County, also Southampton County. This does not include the city of Cortland. Cortland, you are in the clear for now. But both parts of northeastern and southeastern Southampton County are included, along with Gates, Hertford, Northampton, and Suffolk counties. Those in these 2 polygons need to be taking their tornado precautions. Our tornado threat is fully beginning to maximize now with the possibility of strong, long-tracked tornadoes. 3 fully discrete supercells with a history of producing strong to violent tornadoes are strengthening and moving into a prime environment for violent, severe weather. You need to be taking these storms seriously. If you know anyone in the polygons, tell them to take tornado precautions. We're going to be on coverage all day to assure people are informed during this severe weather outbreak. Let's take a look at our storm near Hartford. There might be a debris fall on that storm. Looking at our debris tracker. Okay, so we do have a CC drop, which is matching with the current reflectivity here. So what this indicates is that there is a tornado on the ground in western Perknymans County, just about 5 to 10 miles west of Hartford and Windfall. If you're familiar with anyone in those locations, tell them that a tornado is on the ground and to take precautions immediately, especially if you are in the community of Windfall. This tornado looks to be about directly aimed for the town. Again, very small town, rural part of North Carolina, so lots of mobile homes and poorly built homes. It's very easy for a tornado to destroy a mobile home. Even weak tornadoes can do severe damage. Make sure you're in a sturdy building away from windows and on the lowest floor. So again, a tornado has been confirmed near Hartford, and that cell is moving east at 60 miles per hour. Once again, if you're in those locations, take your tornado precautions. Now let's head back to the tornado warned storms in Virginia, and looks like we do have a very deep debris ball near Como, and that one near Isle of Wight seems to have one as well. So currently we have 3 tornadoes ongoing, and will likely be confirmed by the National Weather Service here soon. Earlier I did say the tornado environment was very favorable in this region, so this is at no surprise really. So those up in Suffolk and Isle of Wight, you need to be in a tornado shelter now. The tornado warning has been extended to include the city of Hampton, the city of Newport News in southeastern Virginia, the city of Poquoson and southeastern York County, and that is in effect until 6 o'clock. Oh Lord, this wording. The National Weather Service is saying that a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Isle of Wight, moving rapidly northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. So this is a PDS tornado warning. This is a different situation from the traditional tornado warning. This is a situation higher than normal. Those in Smithfield, Hampton, Newport News, Poquoson, this is a dangerous tornado progressing rapidly into the region. If you are in Smithfield, you need to be in shelter now. Once again, this is moving very fast, so do not wait until you see or hear the tornado, because that means it'll likely be too late for you to take action. Those up in Newport News and Hampton, this tornado will begin to approach the area in the next 10 minutes. Depending if this does maintain its strength and longevity. So again, those in Newport News and Hampton and Poquoson, you have plenty of lead time to take shelter. Let's head back down south to our storm approaching Suffolk. Another large and dangerous tornado. Oh Jesus, this is starting to get a lot more hectic, approaching the city of Suffolk. This is what happens when you're under a moderate risk for tornadoes. But those in Suffolk, this tornado will likely approach within the next 5 minutes. So take your tornado precautions now. Like, this literally has a direct beeline towards the city. If it does maintain its strength, this could be very bad for the city. And we have another tornado warning now, including Elizabeth City. Oh Lord, another confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado located over Windfall, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, heading directly towards Elizabeth City. If you're in Elizabeth City, I cannot stress enough, take your tornado precautions now.
Brooklyn, seems like we're starting to get a lot overwhelmed here in our viewing area with PDS tornado warnings. I think I'll take over for now and you can be beside me.
Okay, thank you.
Again, folks, if you're in any of the tornado warning polygons, you're basically in a life-threatening situation. These are dangerous tornadoes being confirmed via radar with the debris balls we can see on screen and the velocity couplets. All of these supercells are currently producing tornadoes right now, and they're going to continue to move northeast very rapidly. The city of Smithfield is in the direct path of a tornado. The city of Suffolk is in the expected path, and the city of Elizabeth City, we're going to continue to switch between every storm and try and get as much information out as we can. We're going to focus on the storm approaching Smithfield the most, as this tornado is expected to hit populated areas. As of now, still in a very rural area, but once it hits Smithfield, should cross the small part of the Atlantic here and move up into Newport News. So in about 5 minutes, this tornado should cross into that area. And in about maybe 2 minutes or so, this tornado will be near Smithfield. So final warning for those in Smithfield, you had about a 5 to 10 minute lead time for this take shelter now. This is the last chance, and this tornado will be there. Okay, looks like this tornado is now just about in the city, potentially a large tornado about to likely hit the town directly or slightly east. Either way, this is still a very dangerous situation. Tornado moving through the town of Smithfield right this second. Let's head back towards Elizabeth City real quick. Our tornado does look to be closing in on Elizabeth City as well. Looks like it'll be directly in the city in the next 5 minutes. Folks in Elizabeth City, you need to be underground or in an interior room immediately. This tornado is on the track to impact the city directly. Considerable damage to homes and vehicles are expected, meaning that significant tornado damage is possible. Do not wait until you see or hear the tornado. This is moving very fast. It's around the last minute you need to be in shelter. Let's take it back to our tornado near Suffolk. Dews seem to be weakening, but a tornado remains on the ground, and that will continue into the city of Suffolk. That tornado warning has been extended now, so if you're in the city of Suffolk and you just got the alert on your phone, this is a confirmed tornado heading towards the city at about 55 miles per hour. This warning does also extend to portion of Chesapeake County. This does not include the city of Chesapeake, but this does include portion of the county. So again, if you're in Suffolk, you need to go ahead and take those tornado precautions immediately. The storm over Smithfield, a pretty significant tornado, just went through the city, and we'll likely be seeing some pretty serious damage here soon. Looks like this tornado will cross the river here and head up into the northern half of Newport News. I think this should definitely miss downtown, but will hit areas south of the Newport News, Williamsburg International Airport. Okay, we do have some reports now. First report is from Isle of Wight. The county courthouse has reportedly been hit, suffering some minor damage at most. We also do have a report of significant damage after the tornado passed the city of Windfall, currently heading into Elizabeth City. Again, these are just reports, not any confirmations yet, but they're more than likely reliable given the trained storm spotters out in the region.
Looks like the tornado is directly impacting Elizabeth City at this time, with still a very strong velocity signature and debris ball. And Newport News looks like they're being impacted too around the Deer Park area. The only storm right now that doesn't look to be as strong is the Suffolk storm, but those other two are dangerous, potentially deadly tornadoes.
And again, these storms can definitely recycle and continue to produce tornadoes. So I would still be advised, those in Suffolk and ahead, to remain in a basement or a small interior room. Okay, we were just sent a photo of the tornado from Windfall. There's your tornado, a big rain-wrapped one. So if you're attempting to see this tornado, you're not going to be able to in a closed eye. He's closer to where you can see it, but from a farther distance, it'll be almost impossible. The good thing about the tornado near Suffolk is that it does appear to not have hit anything but trees. You know, we always don't want these to hit any homes, so we're glad it stayed away from them for now. We still do have a hook echo and some slight rotation as this storm crosses over the Suffolk Executive Airport, but it does appear we're not getting any more signs of debris, so our tornado has lifted. The tornado going over Newport News, still a debris ball, but it looks like it'll be choked off here, but this storm that's merging with it, so the tornado might lift here soon near Pocosin, or even just before it hits Pocosin. So Let's take it back south to Elizabeth City. Does look like the tornado hit the northern side of town. Not directly, but that is still bad given the debris ball still on radar here. Camden, Shawboro, and Currituck does look like you're next. Should be in Camden pretty soon. Shawboro in about a couple of minutes, and Currituck here in about 5 to 10. So those in Camden, Shawboro, and Currituck, you want to go ahead and start taking those tornado precautions now. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado capable of extensive, significant damage. This is a dangerous situation. Okay, the tornado warning for Pocousos and Hampton and the city of Newport News has been canceled, so that tornado has lifted, but it definitely still left behind some extensive damage in Smithfield and parts of Newport News. Back to our cell near Suffolk, which looks to be recycling and pointing itself towards Norfolk and Chesapeake. There's no tornado warning in effect for Chesapeake or Norfolk as of now, but that storm is heading towards the city. Should be here within the next 20 minutes or so. Hopefully it does weaken, but there is the possibility that this storm does remain intense as it comes through the metro. Yeah, we're starting to see a ramp up in velocity and that hook echo becoming even more well-defined. So there probably is a tornado redeveloping, or actually, I don't even think it lifted. I think it remained on the ground, but fairly weak as it tracked through southern Suffolk County, but it's starting to strengthen, and this could potentially be a significant one developing. It's a very impressive storm. Those in Portsmouth, I would be starting to take shelter because I do believe the warning will be extended here soon. I mean, there's no way this wouldn't produce. This signature is very textbook. We just need to see it tighten a bit for some confirmation. I mean, there could already be a tornado on the ground. Again, our radar updates about every minute or so.
Oh, Jesus, the new scan.
Okay, yep. We have probably the most intense signature we've seen all day. I mean, that is clearly a violent tornado based off radar. If you are in Portsmouth, Norfolk, and Chesapeake, you need to be taking your tornado precautions now.
Violent tornado moving towards the cities of Norfolk and Chesapeake. Tornado emergency for the city of Norfolk, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, and Virginia Beach. The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a tornado warning for the city of Chesapeake in southeastern Virginia, the city of Norfolk in southeastern Virginia, the city of Portsmouth in southeastern Virginia, the city of Virginia Beach in southeastern Virginia, until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was observed near the city of Portsmouth, moving northeast rapidly at 60 miles per hour. This tornado is aimed to impact portions of Norfolk and Chesapeake. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard: deadly tornado. Source: radar confirmed tornado. Impact: you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. The tornado will be near Norfolk and Chesapeake near 5:50 p.m. Virginia Beach near 6:05 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornado include Norfolk State University, Virginia Wesleyan University, Norfolk International Airport, Portsmouth, and Regent University. To repeat, a deadly tornado is on the ground.
This is a violent tornado east of Norfolk going right over Norfolk State University. Oh Lord, pray for these people.
Today is a day that will go down in state history. up there with days like April 16th, 2011. And even though we didn't get as many tornadoes as that day, these storms were way more violent.
I remember me and my son watched the Greenville tornado develop, and I didn't know it'll destroy our favorite town.
It's just, I didn't think it was going to happen. There were all these tornadoes heading directly for populated areas, and I remember I just wanted to puke right on air.
I still haven't heard anything on my two friends Sam and Clinton. I turned the spotter locations on just to see them be directly in a tornado's debris ball. I almost wanted to cry, but I had to act professional for the sake of hundreds of people watching, knowing if they're next.
I mean, it's truly only going to get worse. You can say I'm fear-mongering, but I know what I'm talking about. Been here for over 16 years. I know what a violent tornado environment looks like and how these discrete storms will react. I can just hope and pray everyone in eastern North Carolina is prepared for what's about to happen. I knew what we were in for. Everything shaped up so fast. 2 tornado emergencies an hour after storm initiation. It's crazy how much the setup overperformed.